Today we just don't have anything to trade because this left side panel is not updated. We have lost the only account that we had for this month. Yeah, we lost the remaining $80 that we had in our account, and so we have lost the account. We have breached the rules of MFFU. We have touched on the trailing drawdown of 40.8. Yep. So you can see the max drawdown limit on the bottom of this list on the left side. So we have tapped on that, and thus we have lost the account. Now I'll be taking next account only next month. So that is another capital saving plan that I have to only have one account per month. Yeah, so that will be taken next month. Until then, we'll just mark our trades and see how our setup is performing during the month. Also, today I'm planning to review what happened last month, what went good, what went bad, what could be improved, and all those things. Yeah, so let's maybe dive a bit deep into what actually happened during the last 2 3 weeks when I was trading in that particular account. It's quite interesting because the way I performed in this particular funded eval account and my last eval account was completely different. So, in my last eval account, I in the first 3 or 4 days, I took some stupid ass trades, got my account to around 48.3k from 50k, which is just $300 away from touching the drawdown limit. And then what did I do? I told that's enough. Now you have to lock in, focus, and take only high quality setups. Until then, until I got it to 48.3k, I was just taking, I mean, I was taking trades based on my setups, but I was very impatient. I was taking whatever felt like my setup. But after hitting on 48.3k with that remaining $300, I patiently waited. There were a couple of days where I did not even trade. I mean, not just couple, I think 3 or 4 days where I did not even trade. So that actually helped. I slowly got it back to break even and more. But but on one day in an impulse trade, I lost $1,400 and I lost that account. That was so stupid of me. I was traveling and fatigued, but I did that and lost the account. So from 50.5k or something straight down to 48.5 and losing the account. Yeah, it was painful. But that comeback mindset was so good, was so good that I expected it to continue in my next account. But my God, is trading difficult or not? I mean, it's crazy. Like I couldn't continue that mindset. I thought I would be able to stick on to that mindset of patiently waiting and trading, taking my setups, gradually building up the balance. But no, I could not. In fact, I did something even worse in this account. I didn't blow it up in just one big trade, but I I shed all that money slowly and gradually. Like it was a slow bleed to death. Yeah. This time, the biggest threat to my trading or my profitability, as what I've realized, is that my lack of patience. It's clearly evident this time. So what I did was I traded on almost all the days of the last 2 weeks. And I think that was the major issue. I did not leave a single day. I traded all the days, at least took one trade each weekday. Now, what's the problem with that? I mean, it's clear evidence to me that I was not patient enough. If I was patient enough, I wouldn't have traded on each day of the month. Yeah, because in my last funded account, when I was not trading every day, when I was waiting, when I was watching the charts in my window and deciding to take trades only when my A plus quality setup appeared on the chart, I was actually making money. I could see gradually my equity going up. But here it was all downhill. Like from the first week until the last one was just downhill, except for one huge profitable trade. Now, I don't even know if that was pure strategy or luck at this point because that's how I treated this funded account. Not happy about it at all. Very impatient. Yeah, I can show it to you. I can show what happened with that particular account and the performance. Give me a moment. Yeah, this is how it looks at the moment. As you can see, net profit. We don't even have a net profit there. It's net loss, as you can see. So 2071. So we had hit a profit of around 50.8 at one point. It's not reflecting here, I think. Yeah, but yeah, current equity is 47,928. This is not. Yeah, I don't think this is the right account. Let me just go back to this. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, as you can see here, net profit or loss minus 1204. Current equity 48,796. This was our allowed max drawdown because we had got into 50.8 one day. Yeah, and then it's all downhill. You can see the trades here. It's not synced yet. Let me try to sync it. Yeah, this is the one. Wait. Apparently, it looks like there's some glitch on this because see, I failed this on Feb 16th. This data is of Feb, but it's showing up in January for some reason. Yeah, so you guys have to imagine that this is February. Yeah, so as you can see, my first trade was a stupid trade, $614 loss. But then I immediately got back up, took this trade. At this point, I'm not sure if this was luck or a really good trade. Both were based on my setup, that is true. But the quality, setup quality is in question at this moment because that's how I performed during after after these two trades. Then what? It's showing Sunday. This one's clearly wrong. So there's no point in showing it at this point. Okay, okay. Now it has appeared correctly. Yeah, you see this? First rate 614, bad rate. Let's ignore that. This one came back and crossed my break-even point, got to 50.8k. And I thought, okay, I was going to do well. I was recovering. I was patiently, slowly trying to build it up again. But now see, I traded for the remaining 5 days, 5 days of the 2 weeks here. After this trade, I was just up $200 in my account. So I thought, okay, let's not just lose the account immediately. Just stop. Just wait few days. Let's see what's gonna happen. That's why I did not trade these 3 days. Then I came back on Monday and then I lost it. It's so funny because this was not the way that I traded the other account. I was patiently bringing it up, but something happened during this one. I was very impatient, took low quality setups. It could be because of overconfidence, because I saw the other account climb, so I thought I could do it again. Yeah. If you look at my statistics, look at the best trade and the worst trade ratio. It's too bad. But this one's not showing the 1.4k, so that's not correct actually. Yeah, win rate's pretty bad, I know. Yeah, okay, it's showing it up correctly now. Best trade is 1.4k, worst trade is minus 614. Average win is better than average loss. Win rate is too bad, and that was the main issue. Main issue was not waiting for the A plus setup to form and taking B quality and C quality trades. That's a major issue that I have to work on. I just have to accept days of trades, sorry, days without any trades. That is what I have to accept. I have to learn to accept it. Look at the trades, man. Oh, so many red ones. Like, even if you purposely try to take losing trades, even then you wouldn't be able to do this. This is purely because of I take reversal trades. So if you are not right on the reversal, you can easily hit SL every day. So that's what happened. Took low quality trades. I have to work on improving the quality. I was very impatient. Very impatient. Yeah. Your account has failed the evaluation. If you would like to try again, you may purchase a reset or you may wait for your subscription to renew, which will automatically reset your account. Yeah, it was the first trade which got me to 50.8 and then it's all downhill from there. Yeah, now when I look back, could have done multiple things right. Actually, I think on one of the days I actually took a trade outside my trading window. Shouldn't have done that. That actually triggered a bit of my impulsive instincts, and also should have waited. Should have waited. I have told myself multiple times to learn to wait, but I've not done that in practice in this particular account. That has been a major setback this time. I can show you in the charts what my actual setup is and what is the setup that I took. It's crazy. There is a difference of day and night between both the, you know, both the things. And it's funny when you see the. I don't know if it's because of the live stream as well. Since I've started streaming, I think the pressure might have gone up a bit, or the pressure to prove it to you, pressure to perform, pressure to be in a trade. All those things might have gone up. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, that could have happened. One thing, one thing that I've noticed is that I have tried to rationalize some very weak setups through the videos, through my streams. Because if you look at the last few trades that I've taken, in the same video, I would have told that, okay, this appears weak. We might have to wait for more confirmation. And then in a minute or two, I click on buy or sell. I enter the trade fast. So it's shocking to see it later. Like I can see myself explaining to me that do not take the trade. It's not that high probability. And then in a matter of minutes, you go and enter the trade. Yeah, it's a clear sign of how, your impulse brain is taking control. And I did not like it at all. Yeah, that is something that I have to work on. I have to realize and be aware when my primitive brain is taking control of my rational decision making. That is important. That is important to take care of. And I think the way I enforce my rules, it has to be stricter. That's something that I'm noticing. Yeah, that has to be a little more stricter. So right now the rules that I'm following very well is that uh, I'm only trading during my preferred window. That is that is 2 hours from the US market open. That is something that I've been respectfully keeping up. Another rule that I'm keeping up is that I only trade maximum 2 trades a day. I don't trade more than that. But the rules I'm breaking often is related to risk. Sometimes I take high risk trades. I bend the risk limit a bit. Like if I've told myself that $300 is my max limit of risk for a trade, sometimes I go to like 325, 330, rationalizing it as, I mean, it's very close to 300, so practically it's the same. That is the way I rationalize, but that's not good. That is something that I have to correct. Yeah. Then, then what is there? Yeah, the biggest one. I've not talked about the biggest one yet. That is taking low quality setups. Not waiting, not patiently waiting for my A plus setup is my biggest rule break that's happening. That's ruining my account. I have to bring that under control. Somehow I have to get that under control. That's my top priority for next month and next eval account. I gotta wait. I've always thought, what is the most difficult thing about trading? And it has occurred to me, it has came in front of me, appeared to me multiple times as an answer throughout my trading journey, that there is only one thing, just one thing that determines your profitability to the highest point. It's just waiting. If you're able to wait, eventually you will make money. There's no doubt about it. That is the top skill. That is the top skill. Technical analysis, it's not a big deal. There are so many analysts, so many people who can analyze brilliantly, find inefficiencies that they can pounce upon. But what's the issue? The main issue is that there is no ability to wait for that setup to appear, for them to eat upon that inefficiency. That is not there, and that is the biggest challenge. That is why only one less than 1% of traders are profitable until now. Yeah, that is something. I mean, if you gotta get to that 1%, this is something that you have to do. You have to fight your own brain to wait. My God, it's so crazy how hard it is to do that. Yeah. What else did I mess up this time? Yeah. So I think my priority is to take only my best setup and then wait. Just wait until it appears, and then risk exactly the same amount as a max limit. So if I say 300, don't cross 300 ever. That's something that I have to make sure I do. So for that, when I was thinking about it, I think one factor that's actually affecting my decision to keep a particular stop loss is the reward. Sometimes I expect a higher reward and I keep keep a higher stop loss for that particular reward. So I think I am going to fix my reward limit as well this time. So I am going to only target 1 is to 2. I'm not going to go above 1 is to 2. And in that 1 is to 2, I'm going to put a target of like $500 profit or something so that I'll always risk $250 max. Because if I do not, sometimes greed takes over. Then I look at the green side of things. I look at, okay, how much can I make in this trade? Can I target 1500? I'll think like that, and then I'll risk $500 in that particular trade. That is something that I have to work on. I have to fix the target figure as well to keep my downside safe. Yeah, that is something that I'm thinking about. I need to think about it properly, write it down on my journal, and enforce it as a rule. If I have to become successful, if I have to be profitable, That is the only thing that I think can help me control my downside at this point. Yeah. Yeah, let's take a look at the charts. Maybe the charts can tell a better story of how I should be trading. Yeah. Okay. Price is low today. MNQ is low. MAS is low. Hmm. Interesting bull rally and then price is reversing now. So the thing is, last week, I don't know if there was anything specific about the market as well, because many people were saying it's a difficult market this month as well. So might have played an impact, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So here, if you see this one, this is actually a sweep. If I had some money, if I traded like the last 2 weeks, I would have taken this trade down to the downside. Might have worked out also. But it's clearly not my A plus setup, because for my A plus setup, there should be clear displacement from the top after sweeping. But if you see here, the displacement is weak. This candle was strong, but what happened after that? There was an immediate reversal to the top, and then it's been very slow afterwards. It might still hit my TP here, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The important thing is for it to show displacement here, clear displacement even in the 15 minutes, so that I can enter this trade. But yeah, it did not happen. So this was not a good trade. But the way I traded last 2 weeks, I would have entered this, I'm pretty sure. I would have entered this trade. MNQ is also trying to shoot down. How's gold looking? Uh, all going down today. Look at this rule here. Always assume zero trades. Each trade is an exception. I was trading exactly opposite to this. I was just waiting to grab onto a trade. It's just bouncing on it. Like, not even trading exception, really? No, not at all. That was my norm. Trade to take a trade and be in a trade was my norm last 2 weeks. Exception was a non-trading day. That's literally what happened. Yeah, that's the thing, that's the thing that I have to fix, That's very critical now. It's very important that I focus on it. Like, sometimes I wonder, should I just expand my window to London and Asian session as well? Because I only trade sweeps, and for good quality sweeps, sometimes it happens in the other sessions. Cannot just trust New York Open for a good quality sweep. But then that's just me shifting the goalpost, or let's say trying to bend my rules. It's not the thing. You can find good trades in New York session. You can find good sweeps, but not every day. Sometimes only once or twice in a week. You gotta exhibit that patience level to take that good sweep. If you keep trying for setup every day, then you're obviously only going to lose money because that's not the truth. That's not the reality that happens in the market. In New York, a proper liquidity uh, sweep with reversal, with clear intention happens rarely. That that's just the reality. Probably two times in a week or even once in a week. But when it moves with intention. There is good RR on that trade. But for you to take it, you have to keep your capital on the remaining 4 days without losing it. And I'm not doing it, and that's costing me big time. So that is something that I have to take care of. And I hope I can improve. I hope I can make a comeback with my new funded account. You have to. You don't have an option, man. You have to. Yeah, I think that is pretty much it. That pretty much sums it up. This would act like my journal, like I've always told. So this video is there for me to come back, visit, revisit, learn, relearn, do whatever shit to, you know, whatever shit to be profitable, be consistent, be disciplined, and be a good trader. Yeah.